Over the Earth's first billion years, it was very hot, and the Earth's surface was covered by volcanoes. The atmosphere was mostly carbon dioxide and water, which was being released by the volcanoes. There was also some nitrogen and trace amounts of methane and ammonia. There was no oxygen. Over time, the Earth started to cool down, so lava on the Earth's surface solidified into rock, forming the Earth's crust. Once the Earth cooled below 100 degrees, which is water's boiling point, water vapour in the atmosphere condensed and fell as rain. This covered much of the surface of the Earth in oceans and decreased the amount of water in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide dissolved into the newly formed oceans, which decreased the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Carbonates were formed, which precipitated and formed rocks. The atmosphere was now still mainly CO2 and H2O, but in lower levels. Eventually, algae and plants evolved and started to carry out photosynthesis. This reduced carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere and increased oxygen levels. Animals were now able to evolve as there was enough oxygen available for them to carry out aerobic respiration. When animals died, their bodies sometimes became trapped underground and formed fossil fuels. This locked up carbon and kept it out of the atmosphere. Methane and the newly created oxygen reacted, producing carbon dioxide and water, which reduced methane levels. Similarly, ammonia and oxygen also reacted, producing nitrogen and water. This caused nitrogen levels to increase to the high level we have in our atmosphere today, around 78%. Here are some practice questions for you to try. Pause the video and give them a go. The majority of the early Earth's atmosphere was made of carbon dioxide and water. Water levels in the atmosphere decreased because the Earth cooled, so water vapour condensed and fell as rain. Carbon dioxide levels decreased because it dissolved into the newly formed oceans, then decreased further because plants and algae began photosynthesizing, which uses carbon dioxide. There was no oxygen in the early Earth's atmosphere. Levels of oxygen increased over time because plants evolved and began to photosynthesize, producing oxygen. Carbon levels in the atmosphere have remained low over time because when animals died, their bodies turned into fossil fuels and carbon was trapped underground.